As you probably seen from the title of this video, we talking about separating so that you can grow. I'm talking about separating from your old beliefs, thoughts, habits, relationships, friendships, whatever it is that's holding you back, that's becoming that anchor. We talking about just letting those things go. Because these things we hold on to because of comfort, because of predictability, we always know what's gonna happen. And comfort is the killer of dreams. I want you to evaluate your life right now. Think about the things you've been holding on to just because you're comfortable, because you know what's gonna happen. It's been with you for years. Whether this be your habits you've been saying you want to change for months or years at a time, and you continue to do the same things. Whether it be relationships you know you need to let go. You know you need to let these people go. They're no good for you, or it's a one-sided relationship. You know what I'm talking about. You got those people in your life where you're like, you know what? I'm always the one reaching out to them. I'm always the one making sure they're okay. Nobody's thinking about me. These are the things you need to let go. Those beliefs, the things you've been holding on to that happened way in the past, happened years ago. You still holding on to these things. You must let them go. In the past couple of years, one thing I realized that I need to let a lot of things go. And the moment that I made that decision and decided to take action on it, that's when I was able to make the most change in my life. Make the most difference in my life to where I see a night and day difference between where I was and where I am now. And I realized that it was always within me, but these things were holding me back. These things were stopping me from taking myself into that realm, taking myself into that space where I can always see, but just seems like it just keeps eluding me. And this is because I kept on doing the same things all the time, just because I'm comfortable, I'm being stubborn, I'm telling myself, oh no, this is how I do it. But no, sometimes the way you're doing things are not always the right way. Sometimes the people that surround you that so-called love you, they're not the right people for you. You can love them from a distance. We continue to have people linger around us just because we comfortable with them. We came up together. You know, they've been through our struggles. They know our story. But sometimes in that story, you must remember that you're the author. You are the one that chooses which characters go to the next stage of your life. And not every single character that's in your life that's been there the whole story deserves to go to the next chapter. Or they may not serve a purpose in this next chapter, but we keep bringing them along. We keep on tagging them with us. We keep on telling them, like, look, this is the path I want to go on. But they don't understand it. How do you expect them to assist you, to help you grow into the person you're becoming if they don't understand it themselves? Your vision is your vision. Your life is your life. You cannot expect others to feel the same way as you do. You can't expect others to put in the same effort as you do just because you shared this story with them. You must go at it alone sometimes. And as humans, we love this path with less resistance, where it's not too much thought into it. We don't have to put in too much effort. Those things that we just do just because they're normal, just because of the habits, just because it's like, it just happens naturally for us. And our body and our mind know exactly when we outgrown something. It knows, it starts to give you those different signs. Your body starts to feel different. You start to feel different around people. And you just feel like it's just just something there, some type of friction there. And I'm pretty sure you've experienced this and you may not have known that this is what was happening. If you ever experienced this when you were in certain situations, where you were around certain people, when you were doing things that were just too redundant, you're doing the same things day in and day out, and you feel like, you know what, I feel unaligned. I don't feel like myself. And that's because it's time for you to separate from whatever that is that's making you feel unaligned, that's making you feel like it's something else there. It's something that just feels forced right now. That's that sign that you need to let it go. You need to allow it to stay behind so that you can go to the next height. Think of it like this. You're a boat. You're ready to take off from that dock. You've been sitting there, you've been hanging out, you've been chilling, you comfortable, you good. So you ready to take off now, and then you slowly pulling off, but it's hard, you moving real slow. And that's because you still got those anchors holding on to you. You got those anchors that you need to cut off. You need to let them go right now. And that's the things we talked about earlier, the people, the habits, the beliefs, the mindsets, all of these things that we don't think about on a day-to-day basis just because it comes to us naturally, because it's been a part of our life for so long. How many times have you been holding on to these things that you know you need to let go? I'm talking to you right now. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you are on your journey. But if you're feeling any type of friction right now, that's because you need to separate from people, from your reality, from your beliefs, anything that you've been holding on to that you know doesn't serve you and that's not going to serve you at this next level of your life, at this next stage that you're going into, because you're already there. You're already where you need to be. You just need to let these things go, focus on the right now and how you can make this a great moment for yourself. I'm speaking from experience because I had hit a breaking point in my life. I had hit a point where I'm like, this ain't it. I got to change something in my life. The hardest part was holding myself accountable, telling myself that I was wrong, that I need to make a change, because that ego got in the way, especially as a man, as a black man. That ego got in the way. No, I don't want to be wrong. No, I'm going to always do stuff the way I want to because I'm going to figure it out. Sometimes you figuring it out is just pivoting, going a different direction. And when we go on these different paths, we create a new path. And then it shows others that's been holding us back, that's been stopping us, the habits, the beliefs, all these things. That shows us like, no, I did the right thing. I made the right decision because I created a new path. And now the others I was trying to tell, now they can follow along if they want to because they now see the path laid out for them. They now see what I was trying to tell them in the beginning. But they don't see your vision. They don't understand. And that's okay. Your vision is for you. It's for you to get and no one else. Because if you haven't hit it yet, you're going to hit a breaking point. You're going to hit a breaking point where you have no choice but to change. Something is going to happen in life. You're going to hit a depression point like myself. I was deeply depressed. I was thinking about suicide. I was thinking about all these things that could damage me and damage others around me. Just because I wasn't happy within myself. I kept holding on to the things that I was comfortable with. I kept holding on to a paycheck at a job that I didn't love anymore. I kept holding on to everybody that was around me that wasn't feeding into me, but I was feeding into them. Or they didn't believe in my dreams, so they kept shooting it down. They make me feel like I'm bragging, or they talk about me behind my back saying I think I'm better. I need to let these people go because they don't serve me at this next level of my life that I'm going to, at this next phase that I'm transitioning into, because it's all a part of the plan. Everything that you want is there for you already. You're already there. All you need to do is just allow it to come to you because you must arrive there mentally. And we'll talk about that on another video. We won't dive into that right now, but I want you to understand the importance of letting things go in order for you to move forward in your life. And that's perfectly fine. When you let things go, it gives you more room to invite other things in your life that you really desire. Things that serve you much better at this stage of your life, that's going to serve you much better at the next stage of your life, the better stages. So make that decision. Write down the things you need to let go, or you probably already have them in your head. I want you to focus on the things you need to let go in order for you to flourish as yourself, in order for you to continue to grow into the best version of yourself, because you got this. I'm telling you, wherever you are on your journey, you're supposed to be there. And the only reason you're there is because of your decisions and indecisions that you've made in your life. And don't hold on to them, because the past does not matter. Live in the present. What can you do right now to make sure that the past does not repeat itself in the future? That's what I want you to focus on as you continue to let these things go. When you think about, what is it that I need to let go? Why am I still here? Why am I still holding on to this right now? This ain't me. This is not for me. This does not serve me. Give yourself the permission to let these things go and not hold on to what doesn't serve you right now or at this next stage. I'm gonna post a video right up here to help you make that shift in your life. You may be at a stage where you're thinking about making a change, but you may think that maybe it's too late for me to do it. And I'm telling you, it's never too late. I made a change in my 30s. I made a huge life change, and I do not regret it at all. I want to encourage you, if you ever thinking about that, if you ever just thought about like, I want to change something in my life a little bit, but I'm a little hesitant. Check this video out right here, and it's going to help you on that path to let you know if it's something that you really need to do. And if you do, how you can do it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Check out all the links down below. The podcast. I'm accepting new coaching clients. So schedule your free call today. And remember, everybody is greatest within, even you.